Therefore, out of my love to you, I've come hither to acquaint you with this, that either you stay him from his intention, or brook such a disgrace as he shall run into, and it is a thing of his own search, and altogether against my will.
Charles, I thank thee for thy love to me. I had myself notice of my brother's purpose, and have labored to dissuade him from it. But he is resolute. I'll tell thee, Charles, he is the stubbornest young fellow of France, full of ambition, a secret and villainous contriver against me, his natural brother. Therefore, use thy discretion. I had as lief thou wouldst break his neck as his finger, and thou wert best look to it. For if thou dost him any slight disgrace, he will practice against thee by poison, entrap thee by some treacherous device, and never leave thee till he hath taken thy life by some indirect means or other. For I assure thee, and almost with tears I speak it, there's not one so young and so villainous this day living.
I am heartily glad I came hither to acquaint you with this. If he shall come tomorrow, I'll give him his payment, or never wrestle for prize more. God keep your worship.
Farewell, Charles. I hope I shall see an end of Orlando. For my soul, yet I know not why, hates nothing more than he. Yet he's gentle, never schooled, and yet learned, full of noble device, of all sorts enchantingly beloved, so much in the heart of the world, and especially of my own people, who best know him, that I am altogether misprized. But it shall not be so long. This wrestler shall clear all. Good morrow, fair ones. Pray you, where in the boundaries of this forest stands a cottage fenced about with olive trees?
West of this place.
If that an eye may profit by a tongue, then should I know you by description? Are not you the owner of the house I did inquire for?
It is no boast being asked to say we are.
Orlando doth commend him to you both, and to the youth he calls his Rosalind, he sends this kerchief stained in blood. Are you he?
I am he. What must you understand by this?
Some of my shame, if you will know of me what man I am, and how, and when, and why this kerchief was stained.
I pray you, tell it.
When last you saw the young Orlando, he left a promise to return again within an hour, and pacing through the forest, chewing the food of sweet and bitter fancy, lo what befell. He threw his eye aside, and marked what object did present itself. Under an oak whose boughs were mossed with age, and high-top bald with dry antiquity, a wretched, ragged man, o'ergrown with hair, lay sleeping on his back. About his neck, a green and gilded snake had wreathed itself, and with her head nimble in threat, approached the opening of his mouth. But suddenly, seeing Orlando, the snake unlinked itself, and with indented glides did slip away into a bush. Under which bush's shade, a lioness, with udders all drawn dry, lay couching, head on ground with cat-like watch, when that the sleeping man should stir. For 'tis the royal disposition of this beast to prey on nothing that doth seem as dead. This scene, Orlando did approach the man, and found it was his brother, his elder brother.
Oh, I have heard him speak of that same brother. He did render him the most unnatural that lived amongst men.
And well he might so do, for well I know he was unnatural.
What to Orlando? Did he leave him their food to the hungry lioness?
Twice he turned his back in purpose so, but kindness, nobler ever than revenge, and nature stronger than his just occasion, made him give battle to the lioness, who quickly fell before him, in which, hurtling from miserable slumber, I await.
Are you his brother?
Was you he rescued?
Was you that did so oft contrive to kill him?
'Twas I, but 'tis not I. I do not shame to tell you what I was, since my conversion so sweetly tastes, being the thing that I am.
But for the bloody kerchief.
In brief, he led me to the gentle Duke, who gave me fresh array and entertainment, committing me unto my brother's love, who instantly led me unto his cave. There stripped himself, and here upon his arm the lioness had torn some flesh away, which all this while had bled. And now he fainted, and in fainting cried upon Rosalind. Brief, I recovered him, bound up his wound, and being strong at heart, after some small space, he sent me hither, stranger as I am, to tell this story, that you might forgive his broken promise, and to give this kerchief dyed in his blood to the shepherd youth that he in sport doth call his Rosalind. Oh,
What?